Good morning everyone. Welcome to day number 3 of the trading week. So we had a couple of interesting things that transpired. Let's just talk about it and let's see how we can profit from what has happened. So let's start with the dollar, right? So the dollar initially, if you can recall, we were expecting some sort of inverse head and shoulder. You can see now that has failed because price is currently at the previous low where it bounced from. So my bias for the dollar today is still going to be bullish based on the fact that we are currently at previous low. So if we're at previous low, and that's what sparked previous interest to push the price up, so it definitely makes sense for investors and basically institutions to say, well, this was a previous place where we bought, so it's a previous place where we can also look to profit, right? It's just going to be a little bit interesting depending on if we have any events today. But for me, the dollar is looking to be potentially bullish. And the reason for that is because it's at a previous low, right? But if we delve a little bit deeper, we can see that it could also be bearish based on the fact that it's within this downtrending channel, right? So it could swing one of two ways. Price could break. If price, okay, let's say like this, right? If price breaks below here and give some sort of lower time frame correction or something, and then continue to the downside, then obviously the bias is gonna be removed, right? But if price then uses this as a support and then bounces to the upside, we could have a potential W formation that is in the making. If we look at this and this, now we have a potential double bottom at the second W swing point. So bullish bias is still very possible. It's just obviously going to depend on what the sentiment is today, where do people want to push the market, etc. But the bullish bias is still there. We just have to wait for confirmation. And if we check the setup that I currently have on Euro USD, so I spoke about this a while ago. I said if Euro USD reaches the top, give some sort of double top, I will then enter a position. So I have entered a position at the moment. I currently entered at the top. We had an expanding pattern, and then when price hit this previous high, it then started to form some sort of correction. The only challenge that I seem to have here is that this could just be a bullish continuation. What I mean about that is we had this push up and now we have some sort of correction, right? So this correction could also be leading up for bullish continuation. But that's obviously going to depend on the dollar, whether the dollar breaks below that key support or it bounces. But for now, I am in this Euro USD short trade. It's currently neither in profit nor in loss. It's more just where I entered. It's currently just correcting there. So I'm going to continue to hold and see how that plays out. GJ is currently working out quite well. If you remember, I spoke about this yesterday. I said that after correction, we'll look for the breakout, and the breakout happened. And then what happened? There was a lower time frame correction, and then there was a breakout from that lower time frame correction. And if you recall, I spoke about it yesterday. I said that I would place my buy stop entry around here and my stop loss just below, except that with this entry, because the market was more like choppy, so I had my initial entry quite far at 1% risk, and then Once price started to move in my favor and it triggered the first entry, I then added on another position. So GJ, remember I spoke about this, I said it's currently bullish. So it's currently at the first previous resistance. We'll look and see if price can make its way up to the second resistance and potentially all the way to the upside. But we must not be unaware of the reality that this could just basically form some sort of larger time frame correction. It is a possibility, but based on our previous analysis, because GJ is looking extremely bullish, we'll continue to hold and see how price works in our favor today. Okay, gold. So if you remember, I spoke about this yesterday. There was this initial entry on gold here that kind of just happened so quick before London session open, and I said that when price reaches this previous key level, if you were in a sell, I said possibly hold up until we reach this key zone, and then we'll wait and see what price does. So you can see that price at the moment hit this key level, and now it's responding bullish. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to see, because even this pattern that it's creating, it's more like not really convincing. It's small correction. There's no real straight bias, as in there's no big green candle, so it could possibly continue to the downside. It's just gonna depend on if it can break past the zone or not, because currently for gold I would not enter a short, neither would I enter long up until price can break this previous support level, give some sort of retest or correction, and then continue to the secondary key zone. So that's all for today. So Euro USD, I'm currently holding a short position, and GJ, I'm currently holding a long position.